There's a quiet voice inside you. It doesn't speak in logic. It doesn't follow adult rules. It speaks in emotion, in memory, in echoes from a time when you were small, scared, and unseen. That voice is your inner child, and it's still waiting to be heard. You've grown taller. You've learned to look strong. You've built walls of achievement and productivity. But beneath all of that is a younger version of you, holding on to fears they never got to release, questions they never got to ask, pain they never knew how to process. And no matter how far you run, that child doesn't leave. They whisper through your anxiety. They cry through your anger. They appear in the moments you break down and wonder, why am I like this? You're not broken. You're carrying an unhealed story. Your inner child is the emotional imprint of your earliest experiences. It's not a fantasy, it's a living part of your psyche that holds the feelings, needs, and perceptions you once had, but never fully processed. Every time you felt ignored, every time you were punished for crying, every time you learned that love must be earned, that child took notes. And though your body grew up, those emotional patterns didn't. They live in how you trust, how you fear, how you attach, how you overperform, overgive, or disappear in conflict. You're not overreacting. You're responding from a part of you that was never given closure. Maybe you were told to toughen up. Maybe no one explained your feelings, only punished your outbursts. Maybe love was inconsistent, attention was rare, or praise was always They're emotional frameworks, your brain's default responses to relational safety. So now, when someone doesn't reply, your inner child says, I'm being abandoned again. When someone criticizes you, I'm not lovable. When things feel out of control, I must fix everything so I'm not hurt. It's not that you're immature, you're just unfinished. Not because you failed, because no one showed you how to finish emotionally, which your younger self never could. Have you ever been upset by something small, then felt guilty for making it a big deal? That's a trigger, a present moment that activates a past wound. Not because the moment is dangerous, but because your inner child believes it is. You get quiet and conflict not because you're weak, but because silence once kept you safe. You people please not because you enjoy it, but because it was the only way to feel seen. You get anxious when others pull away not because you're needy, but because your inner child equates distance with danger. And unless you learn to hear that voice with compassion, you'll keep mistaking it for personality. But it's not you, it's what happened to you. The child you once were never disappeared. You just learned to hide them. You buried the tears under busy schedules. You masked the fear with perfection. You dressed up the loneliness with achievements. And yet, when the world gets quiet, you feel them again, don't you? That's the cost of suppression. You can't outgrow what you refuse to acknowledge. Unfelt grief becomes anxiety. Unspoken fear becomes control. Unloved moments become emotional self-abandonment. Your body remembers what your mind tries to forget. Healing begins not when you fix your inner child, but when you finally listen. What were you trying to say through all those tears back then? What did you need when no one had time to ask? What belief did you absorb about yourself that still governs your self-worth today? Don't rush in with solutions. Sit beside your child self with curiosity, with patience, with safety. Say to them, I see you. You didn't deserve that. It's okay to be afraid. I'm here now. You don't heal the child by lecturing them. You heal them by becoming the adult they always needed. Reparenting is the act of showing yourself what you were never shown. It's not about blaming your parents, it's about breaking the cycle within. If your childhood lacked gentleness, offer it now. If it lacks stability, create routines. If it lacks celebration, acknowledge your tiny wins. You can't undo the past, but you can stop reliving it through self-neglect. Become the parent your inner child would feel safe with, not just in crisis, but every day. With sleep, with food, with boundaries, with softness. That's not selfish, that's sacred. Your inner dialogue is your inner child's environment. Every time you call yourself stupid, they hear it. Every time you shame your tears, every time you push through burnout, they feel abandoned again. Start speaking to yourself like someone who's finally safe. It's okay to rest. You're allowed to feel this. You don't have to prove your worth today. I love you, even when you're not achieving anything. Let that become your new normal. Let safety be something you carry wherever you go. So if you feel reactive, sensitive, afraid, if you shut down easily, or long for comfort in quiet ways, if you catch yourself whispering, what's wrong with me? Know this. Do you see me now? And today, you finally can say, yes, I see you, I hear you, I'm here for you, and I won't leave again.